So in the overnight session, the market has been balancing within yesterday's range, and now heading into the open, our short-term bias will continue to be neutral, and the bigger question is whether the market is now going to attempt a breakout above yesterday's high, or is the recent bearishness going to kick back in, resulting in a breakdown below yesterday's low and downside range expansion. On the downside, we have initial support at 68.61 to 72.5, and a breakdown below that area would serve as an intraday bearish indication. And if that breakdown is going to be sustainable, then we want to see broad market weakness and sustained downside momentum, and the market should also be able to take out the 68.41 to 51 zone without too much effort. So in the event that the market tries breaking down below initial support, but then we see a reaction from 68.41 to 51 that pushes the market back above the initial support zone, then that would be a sign that buyers are still very interested and active in this market. But if the market breaks below initial support on signs of initiative selling, and from there it's able to take out 68.41 to 51 with relative ease, then that would be a stronger indication that the sell side is in control on the day time frame, and that can then trigger downside range expansion into 68.25 quarter to 34 quarter, where buyers may still be active on first test, and then we have better support at 68.03 quarter to 10 quarter, and the bias confirming zone at 67.91 to 6800, where buyers can still be active on first test, and we will need to see trend down type conditions in order for the market to continue selling off. On the upside, we have pre-market resistance at 68.86 to 98. Continuing to hold below that area would signal continued weakness from the overnight session, and if ES is going to break lower, then ideally sellers hold ES below the pre-market resistance zone, and a breakout above it would be a notable sign of intraday strength, and that can bring the initial resistance zone into play at 69.02 half to 12 half, and a break and hold above that zone would serve as an intraday bullish indication, and then from there we will need to see signs of initiative buying in order to get a break above 69.21 to 31, which continues to be a bias confirming zone. So a break and hold above 69.21 to 31 on broad market strength and sustained upside momentum, with the Nasdaq also breaking higher, would serve as an intraday bullish confirmation, and that can then unlock a move into the resistance areas above. But in order for the bullish scenario to come into play, ES will first need to take out the pre-market and initial resistance zone, and in order to get that bullish confirmation, we would still need to see a breakout above 69.21 to 31. So that is the market context and plan heading into the open. Let's see how the real-time situation shapes up and how the market behaves at the pre-market and initial resistance on the upside, and the initial support and 68.41 to 51 on the downside. That's going to help us determine which side is in control on the day time frame, and we'll take it from there.